Hi.
Hello, community. Hello, hi, Joey. Welcome to our AMA. How are you today? The new high performance public chain dedicated to information and data interaction, interconnecting blockchain with the real world. Welcome, Joey, the founder of Plugcn. Hi, Joey. It's great to have you here. For this AMA, we've had several questions from the community members, and we are all very excited to hear you talk about Plugcn. So the first question is from Thraki Ali 22. Please help us understand what is blockchain and what are your goals?
All right. So very simple. Uh, Plugchain is about cross-chain and Oracle network protocols. Okay. Blockchain is about cross-chains and Oracle network protocol, combinations of two different technologies together. And what makes us so different compared to others, make us so special is Plugchain is actually focusing on developing real and tangible industry. Unlike other blockchain technology, I believe most of the fans or most of the blockchain crypto players in market will understand. 90% of the so-called high-end and high technology blockchain is actually supporting, like for example, DeFi, right? And some of them supporting some cryptocurrency, gaming industry, and all this kind of what we call untangibles industry. And blockchain is dedicated to develop and helping real tangible industry. For example, like manufacturing and hotel services possibles and lot more. We are focusing on real tangible industry in future, and that's what makes us so special.
Focusing on real tangible products. Yes. Thank you very much. Second question is from Dinesh R. What are your main features that distinguish you from other projects and what competitive advantages do you have other than what you just explained?
All right. Again, it's the same answer that I was given. Uh, it's about crossings and Oracle Network Protocol. So short is like pockets and chain link combinations of these different blockchains. So this is our main feature. A lot of, I wouldn't say that we are only and first blockchain platform that supporting cross chains and Oracle Net protocols because currently there is more and more different public chains in the market supporting both features. And yes, we started the whole project, we started the whole program like 2 years back, and currently we are ready and going live, and now we are in LBank.
Welcome to our bank. Thank you. So, strong ambitions, of course. Next question is from Riots. Do you have a strong team to achieve ambition and your vision? How well experienced team background do you have?
Well, this is one thing for sure. Imagine that way because we rewrite and restructure the whole public chain from Cosmos platform. And unlike other blockchain that they only might change 5 or 10% of the whole source code, we, frankly speaking, we might develop the whole thing from scratch. We develop the whole program, the whole source code from scratch. So that means that we need involve high numbers of engineers, high numbers of expertise. So we have a few, um, we have three different IT, we call it technology funds in Asia. And among these three different society committee, we have more than, if not mistaken, we have more than like 50 different engineers together to help develop the whole plugin. And another features that we can have, when you call the specialties, we have our chief architect, which is one of the founders of we call the Plug Labs, Plug Tech Labs as well, Mr. Bowen. He's actually one of the Hobby Hangzhou founders. Founded Hobby Hangzhou like 10 years ago.
Copy
So
answer.
he is
Yes.
what we call the KOLs or the, the most expertise. I mean, he's totally IT guy. I mean, you won't like to talk to him because he will like just simply fuck you or like scold you because what he know is one and zero and blockchain. That's all. So yeah, we're quite ambitious with what we have because we have such a strong team about IT as well.
Thank you. Next question is from Jeff Tip. So, how many partners currently have trusted Plug technology, and what benefits do these partners bring to Plug, and vice versa?
Well, when you talk about partners, our host mentioning about funds or partnerships, the funds behind. Currently, we have more than 12 or maybe up to 20 different foundations with incubators in China, in Asia, and all these incubators we have are all around Asia. We have in Malaysia, we have in Singapore, we have in China, we have in Hong Kong. They are helping Plug since 1 or 2 years ago to develop the whole things. And two different funds, 20 different funds in Asia. And as well, we have 8 different ecosystem currently running in Asia. 8 different ecosystem. Well, you might know Plug since 2 months ago when we go live, the whole Plug chain go live. But within these 3 months, we already have 8 different ecosystem running. And furthermore, we have NFT, we have Metaverse, we have ERP, enterprise resource planning as well. More and more ecosystem is coming up. So, and all these we consider partnership as well. We have more than 40,000 different users around the world. Just especially 99.99% is from Asia. Okay, so we have a lot of fans, a lot of members, and especially for the foundations of the funds, we have a lot of people that supporting us since 2 years ago. And most importantly, I will add on as added value as an extra point for us. 99, 97%, 97% of the early founders of funds, which invested blockchain, which they might hold a huge chunk of Plug coins in the beginning. 97 of them, we already surrender, we already committed, we already announced the law. You can check out on our Telegram, you can check out on our Twitter as well. 97 of the circulation Plug coins in the market currently will lock for 10 years. For 10 years, which is mean, especially like me as well. I invested and I found Plugcn. I be one of the investors as well. I have a lot of coin, and I committed not to sell any single coin for 10 years. And this is what we want to do, because what we aim, it's not simply go live on LBank and that's it. We have a few decks, like 10 years, 20 years of project to go. That's right.
That's amazing. Over 8 ecosystem running and over 40,000 members, users, right? And a very big presence in Asia. And
Yep,
also a long plan of 10 to 20 years to go. Yeah,
yep.
great. Thank you for sharing. So the next question is from Ditria Sari. It's a long question. Every industry was heavily affected by COVID-19 pandemic. So, what are the plans to turn challenges into opportunities for Plug developments? What are your targeted audiences in particular, and in which countries you guys are focusing at this moment?
Well, I think that is one very simple answer I will give it because yes, the whole world is affected by COVID-19, but do remember now is in the era of what we call the post-COVID era, because sounds like the COVID is already like at the end of the like is coming to the end of the game of COVID, right?
Yes.
So the whole market is warming up. As you can see, Thailand is announcing a lot of people can welcome to Thailand, and Malaysia is opening up the country, the Singapore is open country. Especially Asia, I would say that this way. Asia might be one of the best continent that control COVID-19 at the best result they can have. So, and this is one best part as well. Thank God, most of our founders, most of our team are in Asia. Secondly, I would say that, not nice to say, but pitifully to say, Asia is one of the factory of the world, including China, including Thailand, including Vietnam. Asia is actually the factory of the world. We supply more than 90% of the goods to the West, right? So again, blockchain is actually trying to support all the tangible industry, like I'm saying in the beginning, uh, manufacturing, maybe hotel services and transport agents and all this kind of industry. We are trying to make sure the blockchain technology will support this kind of tangible industry. So yeah, Asia might be one of the best place for us to kickstart the whole thing. And yet, the ecosystem that we mentioned just now, I mentioned just now, most of them are in Asia, particularly in China, particularly in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, and some of them are in Korea as well. So this is the best part because where what we are aiming is not more users and more consensus. What we're aiming is more industry, more business, and more value. More value we will gain in blockchain.
Sure, thank you. More value for sure. Great, thank you. Let's leave the questions to the community. Guys, throw the question in. Let's,
So there will be questions from the community, right?
the community, yes, yes,
Hit me, man. Give me some tough questions.
yeah. Throw some tough questions, guys.
I've been running blockchains for the past 7 years, and for past 7 years, this is my sub project. I mean, I know a lot of experts, know a lot of KOL. They're running blockchain, they're running nice project, even though every single year they have one project. And for the past 7 years, they're involved in blockchain. This is my second project, and I really wanted to do something good to the world.
Do some good to the world. Thank you. Okay, let's select some questions from the community.
Well, can I see the question? Oh, wow, I remember the question. Hold on for a while.
Yeah, let's see the questions. For example, this one. What percentage of the market share do you hope to get? I expect some ambitious answers.
Oh, wow, market shares. I like that. Okay, I'll take it this way. We have a whole gangs of brotherhoods, right? I mean, at least each of us who investing at early stage, at least like 50,000 US dollar at early stage to incubate the blockchain. And like 2 months ago, we have an idea. We have goals. We say once blockchain go live, which is like 2 months ago, once blockchain go live, our aim is to list at least 4 or 5 different exchange and have to be recorded in CoinMarketCap CMC. And our goals within before next year June, we hope that blockchain will listed at least all top 200 in CMC CoinMarketCap. So if you're asking about market shares that we hope to get, I kind of I'm a Bitcoin believer. I'm a Ethereum believer for sure. So I won't try to compete them. Our goal is very simple. We hope to become the world top 200 cryptocurrency in CoinMarketCap. And if, okay, this is the most funny part, we have 4 different partners together. You say, if we cannot list in CoinMarketCap to top 200 coins in CoinMarketCap, we will run naked. We will run naked. Yeah, it means on the street.
Great. Top 200 for sure. Thank you.
Or else run naked.
Um, okay, let's see what other questions the community has thrown. Uh, let's see this one. How can you advertise your project worldwide and make it popular?
Okay, so we have different kinds of point of view again, point of view against this question. So, firstly, we advertise, we did do a marketing well because like Plugcn go live since 2 months ago until now, we have a lot of different communities fund that help us to bring the branding for Plug. So, can you try to check out Google's or China Baidu or YouTube maybe. Surprisingly, we have a community that help us write a song. Very fantastic, a very fantastic hip hop R&B songs. It contains about 6 different languages around the world. And in at least for me, currently is one of the first in the world that we have a community that help us write our songs. A very nice song, and you will like the name called Plug in Me, Plug in Me. I mean, yeah, it sounds a little bit creepy. It sounds a little bit right? So, but it's
It's
nice.
cool.
It's
It's
actually
cool.
plug
It's
in.
very
Yeah,
cool.
it's
I
very it's
like
very
it.
cool. Yeah, plug in me. So
Yeah, it's cool.
you can check out on Google. So you can check out YouTube and anywhere
Yeah,
else.
guys, check on Google, check on YouTube.
Yeah. So this is how we
Thank
bring out the
you.
branding for blockchain or cryptocurrency part. And second part, another way of answering these questions. Um, Plug hope that we can bring up our technology to some of the factories and some of the maybe transportation industry or maybe any industry in the world. We hope to put in. Currently, we are actually negotiating with few of the government sector, particularly in Thailand, China, and Singapore. We will try to bring blockchain, blockchain technology into the industry. Can you give me maybe one more minutes that will answer the whole questions easily?
Of
Because
course.
a lot of people who involved in blockchain, they has been cheated to blockchain. They thought blockchain will make the world better. For example, they say it will help agriculture, but in fact, agriculture won't get benefit from blockchain. Why? Because people will say, all right, you can trace all your ingredient, you can trace all your temperature, you can trace everything from if you're buying Apple. With a barcode, you can know every single thing from the apple, say from the farmers, from where it comes from the waterings, uh, from every single thing will be recorded in blockchain to help you understand that the apple is nice and juicy and is good. But in fact, nobody in the world done this before because this is a bullshit. Why? You need an oracle system. The farmers won't record every single apple. Remember that the farmers won't record every single apple on the smart contract. Yet you need a computer that combines central computers and blockchain, what we call the oracle networks, what we call the chain link. So blockchain dedicated to do this part. We would like to help a lot of different agriculture, manufacturing, transportations to have all this data to bring to blockchain. Yeah, this is our goals. So if we can manage to do at least 2 or 3 different sectors in the world, the branding will voila, come easily.
That's exciting. That's exciting. I understand traceability with blockchain has always been a hot topic, but actually putting it to reality is difficult. Really, let's look forward to what blockchain can do for us. Thank you. Let's see what other questions. How about this one? How important is the community to Plug?
Wow. Okay. I will take it this way. At the first beginning of developing the whole blockchain, we are thinking we won't run the whole blockchain like a traditional blockchain cryptocurrency company. We plan to run blockchain like a normal form businesses to service manufacturing, government maybe, factory maybe, but yet we understand and realize the difficulty. As a blockchain, you need to have supports from fans, communities. So at the beginning, when we developed the whole plugin, we don't even think of um, issuing coins as well, like plug coins. We don't even think about that part. But after years of developing and runnings and brandings in Amgad, we found out if you want to become famous, if you want to become much more supportive from the government, you not need to become much more supportive from the community, from the factory, from the business world. You need to have a lot of different community in the world. So if you want to tell me, when I ask me how important is community to plug currently, community is precious. Community bring us business. Community bring us value. Community bring us branding. So if there's no community, forget about plug currently. Community is precious.
Yes, community is precious. Community matters, and it's the same for LBank as well. It's always nice to
Yes.
talk to like-minded people. Thank you. Let's see what other questions. So you mentioned about community. Then this one is about Plugcoin. What is total supply of your project? Where can we buy it? Are your plans to focus on market or to grow community? Yeah, it's
Uh,
kind of obvious.
how? All right. Maybe you walk wrong door. Maybe you knock wrong door. Maybe we are in LBank. Hi. That's why you are here. All right.
Yeah,
Total
guys, come
supply.
over, come to our bank.
Yeah, exactly. So where do you buy? Of course, in LBank for sure. All right. So total supply of project is wow. I like that number. So 100 billion total supply, but it's actually a POS system, proof of stake system. So uh, 95% of the 100 billions is actually post mine. I mean, you have to become our concept. You have to become a validated nodes to help out the blockchain system. Then you can get the rest of the plug coins in future. So the coins, we ever call the Genesis block currently is 15%, which is approximately 15 billions or 5 billions already in the Genesis block. So among 15 billions of the Genesis block, 97 of the coin has been committed that they will not liquidate to the market, they will not sell to the market, not email banks, not even anything, for at least 10 years. This is our commitment. So we have, I mean, a short 100 billions of total supply, but 15% of the Genesis block currently. The rest remaining will be mined for 50 years. So where can you buy it? LBank again. Okay, I didn't get any to pay for the investment, but LBank for sure. So our plan to focus on the growth of community again because um, like I mentioned previously, I think like the first one or two questions, we encourage and we welcoming a lot of different community to help develop blockchain, especially currently when for the NFT markets, metaverse markets, and even we have a stable coin coming up from the community. So if we want to make sure blockchain become uh, grow tremendously in future, beside your own specialties and beside your own functionality, which is we call cross chains and Oracle Net Protocol, we actually trying to expand and grow the whole market by inviting more and more ecosystem comes in. This is why I mentioned just now we have 8 different ecosystem already running up in Asia.
Perfect. Thank you. I think we have time for the last two questions. So, community, please roll more questions in. Um, let's see. This I see this question come up several times. What are the ways for your project to generate revenue in the long run? Oh, spicy.
So if you're talking about generating revenue, uh, um, yes, again, two different, uh, except for all our engineers, they are getting paid. Most of the
Mhm.
founders are businessmen. Most of the founders are, we run our own projects. I have a lot of different projects and business running by myself. I'm not 100% cryptocurrency blockchain KOL. I do have some blockchain, but uh, Plugcn is not my main source of income. I would say that way. So we don't really bother to get revenues for Plugcn especially. I mean, what our aim, our ambitions is just trying to make sure real business, real factory, real manufacturing, real traditional business, they will also get benefit from blockchain. I mean, this is the whole idea. And again, once more business coming, for example, we have an ecosystem running by Hong Kong people called DERP,
Mhm.
Decentralized Enterprise Resource Planning, which is decentralized ERP. All right. So the special part is ERP actually earning money. I mean, the real Oracle, not the blockchain Oracle, right? The real Oracle Limited in US running is running ERP as well. Microsoft running ERP as well. Every single company, top mega company in the world, they sell ERP, and a lot of manufacturing companies, small traditional business, they paid for ERP system. Imagine this way: if we manage to run DERP function, DERP smart contract to serve factory, to serve manufacturing, I don't think you get out for that. You will get paid for sure. You will get revenue for sure. But at least gain something first beside thinking of source of income. So currently, at least for following 1 year, source of income, revenue is not our goal. What we're trying to do is make sure it go live, make sure it go move, make sure the ecosystem enjoy the whole technology, and then we expand the whole thing through the services.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so revenue comes second. The first thing is to make it work and give back to community and let people enjoy the technology. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have time for our last question. Joey, please check the chats. I'll leave the last question to you. Is there
I can't
any
see.
questions you see that you
I
want?
can't. Oh
Oh, you cannot see? Okay,
I see.
I'll select for you then.
Maybe you select for me. You select for me.
Okay, I'm going to select for you, and it could be difficult. So be ready.
Hit me, man.
Um, let me see. Hmm. Okay, this one. Be ready. What makes you sure that the security system of this project is so secure? And who will be responsible for the project's emergency response to disasters?
Disaster, as in, wow, this is a tough question. Okay,
Yeah.
firstly, I'll get hit by the question. I mean, most of the people understand. For the previous question that I answered, I'm a marketing guy. So this one sounds more like an IT question. But of course, again, um, if if everybody understands proof of stake, right? POS is just like currently what running on Ethereum, so even dedicated proof of stakes running by EOS is already um, already recognized as one of the most secure blockchain consensus algorithm in the market currently. So I think
In the
it will
market.
be,
Hmm.
yeah. So I think the security is not really that hand for us currently. But of course, we have at least just now, like I mentioned, we have three different IT foundations committee. I mean, remember the word, right? Community. We are not having three IT engineers. We have three different IT communities in Asia currently, which is trying to develop, make sure the source code run right, make sure everything goes smooth, and make sure there is no bugs. But of course, we are human. We do make mistakes. So every single time when something happens on the blockchains and everything we need to upgrade, we actually react quite fast within hour to make sure the things go back to on track. So I can't answer you from an IT expert of our way that how can we ensure the whole things, but what can we see uh, before the testnet, for the real life public chain go live. Uh, every time when we have problems, every time when we have bugs, we manage to turn it around within a few hours. And of course, we also invited for all communities, if anyone there out there we're trying to reach out for us, if you are good in IT and if you are good in programming, feel free to contact us. Free plug will be given for you. Even you can be one of the co-founder as well. We really invited and really welcoming for this expert on blockchain as well. So, and if you are trying to say who are responsible once if some emergency happens and it for some disaster, okay, forget about the disaster because I understand the word disaster, whether like earthquake or maybe like we get struck by some comet. That is not all disaster, right? We should go back for the movie to 2012, right? That is totally catastrophe. So in case something really happens, we have mega from our fund white paper, as you can see in our website as well. 12 of these mega funds, which is a whole big chunk plug, we will responsible for the disaster. And of course, one of the funds called Plugcn funds, which I'm the founder of Plugcn funds.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Actually, I think you answered the question very thoroughly. What I hear is a very strong tech team and a very comprehensive reaction system, right? And also welcoming the community to improve the products together. Thank you. I'm sure that Plug will have a really good development. So, okay, I think we come to the end of our AMA today. Thank you again, Joey, for sharing. Anything else you want to add at the end?
Um, Remember to support Plug and remember to support LBank because I know LBank years back. And once I know one of the project I'm running, Plugchain go live, the only the only exchange that I try to contact is LBank. So I mean this is not advertisement, right? They are not paying me. I mean, of course you have to understand I have to pay LBank, but anyhow, please come to LBank and support Plugchain. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here, Joey. Hopefully, we will have more cooperation in the future. And thank you,
Yeah,
community, for joining us today. Thank you. And
thank you
yeah,
everybody.
have a
Yeah,
nice day.
have a nice day.
Bye.